Okay, can we have the lights back, please? Wasn't that Oscar-worthy production? Well, I don't know. I had tears in my eyes actually watching that. When you hear those movie trailers for summer, with the voice you can fall in love with, that's Kuya right there. He's the man behind the production of the video. Thank you so much. So we've come to possibly my favorite part of the night, aside from eating, of course, and dancing. I'm here to introduce our speaker for the night. When I was chosen to have the honor to introduce our speaker, I was excited, of course. So, and then I quickly realized that how do you actually introduce a man who needs no introduction? So, like a true engineer, what I did was I Googled him. So, but then after Googling the man, the legend, his accomplishments were too long to list. His affiliations, he goes all over. So he blazed the trail in the academy. He is also an outstanding engineer, a true scholar. But I think what stands out is he is a man with a golden heart. So his work has always been in philanthropy. And so it's my pleasure. Well, before I do that, because everybody wants to dance, I'm sure. This man, that's our speaker, led us through a complex process. He led engineers a few years ago through the complex process of dancing obscurely in this very dance floor. So we might be seeing that again tonight. So without further ado, we know him as Engineer Bert. To us, to most of us, he's our beloved Kuya Bert. Kuya Bert, come on up.
Good evening, everyone. You know, if you were the president of this wonderful organization, like Janice right now, and I'm sure she has not eaten yet, and I'm sure she has been very, very busy making sure everyone is comfortable, everyone is well behaved. It is not easy to be a president of an organization. They are the last one to eat. But before I go on with my very short speech tonight, I just want to spend, maybe 10 seconds in silence to remember those or the AFEW leaders who have passed on. My name is Norberto Kawili. Everybody knows me as Kuya Bert. And what's interesting is that whether you're young or older than me, you still call me Kuya Bert. It's a nickname that I have inherited so many, many years ago. But you know, God has been good to me, to my family, because honestly, this is my third life, actually. When I was 12, I almost drowned, and a good friend was able to save me. Right after I came from Germany, after the training with a German firm, I was involved in a furnace accident, which apparently igniter did not turn on. And so we noticed the temperature was not rising. So we put on our headgear. It's good we had all our safety equipment. So we put it on, including face mask, and when my friend who was in front of me, my assistant, he opens the door and boom! Apparently we were thrown so many feet back. All I know is when I woke up, I was in the hospital. And I thought I was dreaming because I saw my girlfriend at that time, at the hospital. And the third time of my life is when I got COVID. I spent 3 weeks at the Valley General Hospital, and I spent like 3 to 4 months after that just to be able to get back. And it was not easy. They had to teach me how to walk. So they had this belt on me, and we were doing the basement first. And then finally, when it seems that I passed the test, then we would go up to the streets. And still, like a dog, she was leading me on. And after that, for the final test, I had to learn how to go to the bathroom myself. It was not easy. Like I said, for those of you who ever had COVID, I am so thankful to God. God is good every time. And God has continued to bless me and my family. I was they call it instructor at Mapua Institute of Technology. Some people call me professor, some call me just teacher or instructor. And right after then, when Boeing came to seek recruits for the SST, if you remember, it's a supersonic transport, I was very fortunate to be able to offer a job just to see all the snow in Puget Sound and all the beautiful things for how much? $4.65 an hour. You can imagine. Now people have just for minimum wage is already what? 25, 15, 25 up higher. But that was a blessing because I got to work with a 747. I was able to. Well, my last project was actually with the F-18, which I cherish my retirement in Boeing. Because through Boeing, I was able to get my professional engineering degree. I passed it. The funny part about that is that there were so many in my group. There were about, 6 or 10 of them. And they did not like having a foreigner engineer leading them. So we said, okay. One of them said, hey, they called me Norby at the time. Hey, Norby, there is the professional mechanical engineering exams coming up in November. Why don't we all take it? So I said, okay. But they did not know that I was the second placer, top-notcher board in the junior mechanical engineering in the Philippines. So to make a long story short, on the day of the exam, everybody was coming in. No, there were no calculators, there were nothing. Some of them brought their merchants, Some of them brought their wheelbarrows. And me, I just had a 7-inch Hemi slide rule. For you young people, you don't know what a slide rule is, okay? But the funny part is, like, after every exam, don't you always say, I wonder what your answer was, And I was listening, and they said, oh, this is my answer. And I said, oh my. I said, my answers were all different. And lo and behold, When the results came in, I passed and they all flunked. From then on, though, I gained the respect of our Filipino engineers, American engineers, Caucasian engineers. They saw that, hey, it doesn't matter where you come from. It is what is in your mind that counts, isn't it? So my life, like I said, has been very, very fruitful. One of the things that I am very, very proud of, I became the president of the Filipino community of Seattle, and my dream was to be able to renovate the community. And with Tony Ogilvy here at that time, where's Tony? Yeah, he was one of those who helped me so much, and so we were able to renovate the community. So you can see it's beautiful now. But what's even better now, at that time, we were buying. I bought a house in there just to be close to the community center. And during all this time, we started buying all the properties, surrounding. And now, if you pass by, you will see that they have low-income housing, beautiful buildings. And I give, of course, credit to my vice president and the current board for doing that. Isn't that wonderful when people work together? You know, I have been president of so many organizations, Circulo, Pampangueño. I don't know how I was elected because I don't even speak Kapampangan. Then I was also president of the Coalition of Filipino American Organizations, and Rolly Polington is over here somewhere, you know. So he was also instrumental in having the, we call it, come true. But the point is that Filipinos are very talented. Whether winning the World Series softball this year, have you ever watched the games? Or you could always watch it on YouTube. You should see how those little girls, the softball girls, defeated all the American teams and all the European teams to be crowned World Series champion 2023. Like I said, we are all talented. This organization will not thrive, but it will for the next 30 years because of leaders, because of supporters, because of people who continue to support this organization. Keep it coming, ladies and gentlemen, because we need you. Everybody needs somebody. We all need each other. And with that, let us all give thanks to all of you who have come, but above all, let us not forget, God is forever good. Thank you very much.
Very inspirational. Thank you. Oh.
Thank you, Tito Bert, for that amazing speech honoring all of our AFEW members who are here tonight and unable to make it tonight. As a recent graduate from the University of Washington, I'm very grateful to have found AFEW last year and have mentorship and guidance through the previous year. I'd like to call on Alicia Gilson, the AFEW Philippine Scholarship Sponsor Chair, owner of ASL Logistics Worldwide, and Janice Palayo for the sponsorship recognition.